And now I'm cheesing my way back to you, Van, with a burning cheese inside. Time to talk pack.
Yeah, yeah, it is. So we're going to talk about what, what, what it is. It's time. We're going to talk about Kenny Clark. We talked about last week. Got huge, got paid, highest paid no tackle in the league. So with that, there's a little bit less money to dedicate to some other players here who are going to need it coming up. And specifically four key players here. We've got Dave Bakhtiari coming due,
Got to. You got to.
Kevin King coming due, Aaron
Have
Jones
to.
coming due, Corey Linsley coming due. Those four.
I think the
You want me?
top
You want me
three.
to? You want me to rank them for you? Want me to rank them for you? I'll do it right now.
I think those
I'll tell
first
you right
three
now.
you said, in my opinion, those first three are locks. They have to be renewed. Corey Linsley, I think, yes, too. Don't get me wrong, but like those top three, they have to be there.
Your number one. I think your number one concern is definitely Dave Bakhtiari. He's the best left tackle in the league by far. Like he. If he has like 3, 4 more good years, that's a Hall of Fame left tackle right there.
It really is. I mean, he is the man. I mean, big number 69, you gotta have him. You gotta have him.
What did you say?
Big number 69.
Also, he's really good at chugging beer too.
Yeah. So that is an indispensable skill. And
Yeah, there's. I mean, he's only 29 years old. Really hasn't had any injuries. Can slam beers, no problem. Um, yeah, he is definitely a you must lock this player down.
I mean, he's definitely going to be a premium. He's going to be a premium player, and you just gotta get him. You gotta keep him.
Now the next one on the list here, Kevin King. I think I would switch him and Aaron Jones. I would put Aaron Jones number 2 on this list because Kevin King is like a little inconsistent yet. Like he's had some ups and downs. I'm not going to say he's like currently a shutdown corner, but he could be.
I mean, he's just so good, and
He
like
just can't stay healthy. He's always hurt.
I just think
Not
when you
always,
look
but
at,
he's hurt. He's
I
hurt.
think when you look at our DBs, our defensive backs out there, cornerbacks specifically, um, like when you take him and Jair Alexander, like
Mm-hmm.
this is a complete transformation from the talent we had
Mm-hmm.
just a couple of years ago, where
Oh yeah, it was bad. It was
we could not. I
bad.
mean, the transformation that having Kevin King and Jair Alexander back there has
Mm-hmm.
made it. I don't know. I think this is somebody you have to lock in. I don't think he's going to be a big
But check
price
it. But
tag.
check it. He has missed. He has missed half the games he's been eligible to play in.
Do you think he's going to be a big price tag?
No,
Yeah, I just think like I think for the dollar amount he will
because no
likely
one else is looking
require.
at him. Like who else is looking at him? You know.
I mean, it's hard for me to say, but I just feel like he is a talent that we can get at a good, like at a fair price. His contract will be the right, the right salary hit, and he is a talented young guy who can continue to grow and be that. I mean, I don't know if he's got shut down corner talent, but he's got a consistent ability to be when he's in the game making a difference.
I remember last year plenty of times when he was on the field being like, "Grr." But we'll see. We'll see. But price tag is not going to be an issue with him. Price tag will be an issue with Aaron Jones. I think I want to say you have to sign him, but I mean Alvin Kamara just stopped having talks with the Vikings, like they could not reach a deal, and he
Alvin
was
Kamara,
looking.
you mean Dalvin Cook?
No, Alvin Kamara.
He's
Oh,
talking to the
sorry. I'm
Vikings too.
sorry. Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook. You're right. You're right.
I was
He
like,
yeah.
damn, they're both talking to the Vikings.
No, but Alvin Kamara, sorry, is looking to get 4 years, 60 million on his next contract.
Oh, out of New
15
Orleans.
million, yeah, 15 million a contract. And can you spend that on Aaron Jones and you have everybody else to lock up? I don't know. I don't know if he's going to take a pay cut. Like I want to say that Aaron Jones is one of those guys who's like Packer for life. I'll take a pay cut, but you don't know how that works. But then everybody says too, you've got Jamal Williams behind him. You've got this AJ Dillon dude coming up. You've got Dexter Williams, who sounds like we've just kind of forgotten about, put him up on the shelf and forget about him. Um, so I mean, and no one, I mean, everybody seems to be very high on AJ Dillon, but we haven't seen him play yet. We've seen him practice. He's got fucking tree trunks for thighs, but
Yeah,
I think you gotta pay Aaron Jones.
I think if we pay Aaron
He
Jones
is
though,
he is he was dynamic in our offense, not only running the ball but receiving too. he was excellent. Every time he touched
Six,
the ball, it was a spark.
16 touchdowns, 19 total touchdowns. I mean, he's a man that when he's on the field,
He's a
he
game
is
changer.
he's a
Yeah.
game changer. The man
Hmm.
is he's dynamic. Comes out of El Paso, I think.
Yeah, UTEP.
So I mean,
Steal.
just
Got him on a steal. Oh,
got him on a steal. Got just
yeah.
been surprisingly good,
Yeah.
and just a big personality too. I love seeing him on the field, on the sidelines. The man is an athlete and an entertainer in my eyes. He's just excellent.
Yeah. And he's a great kid, great for the city and everything. And the last one on this list here, we have Corey Linsley, who, it's hard when you've got a rock as a center. Like when your center is like the rock of your line, you want to keep him, especially since the center commands a lot of what happens before the play starts. You always see him calling out coverages and things like that. So, but I don't feel like that's as huge of a need. Like, we can have a guy slide over and play center. So, I mean, the only thing on this list is I think I would flop Kevin King and Aaron Jones and say that obviously we're in agreement. Bakhtiari is number one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Corey
yeah.
Lindsey's Corey Lindsey's number four on that list, and then I would say Aaron Jones is two. But that's just
Yeah, yeah. I mean, as far as who I want more, I want Aaron Jones more, but
me.
you can't overlook Kevin King. Like
No, you can't.
you look at a year like we had last year with narrow wins. Those narrow wins came from our defense making stops and from our
Yeah, yeah.
and just
Usually,
grinding it out.
yeah, we were like what, like 6-1 in games by less than 7 points, and usually you're expected to win 50-50 on those. So
Yeah, exactly. I credit that to the defense, um, just grinding out some of these
yeah,
games. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it was because our offense wasn't high flying with a bunch of points. It was just grinding.
and that's the reality of what Matt LaFleur wants to do. He wants to establish the run game and make you tired.
Yeah,
So good, do it.
yeah, it's working.
You take this next one if you want to hit it. It made me sad.
Lil Poppy sent in an article about Aaron Rodgers. I'm just gonna say that I read it in full, had a gentle cry. I'll
I
just
just I'm an engineer. I'm a numbers guy, but these are fake news numbers.
these are real
These are
numbers.
fake news numbers.
These are
Although when you do match it up with the videos they put in here of Rodgers missing like some throws that you normally would have hit, then I'm like, maybe these numbers are more close.
they're real numbers. It's the perception of Aaron Rodgers no longer matches the reality. And I don't have to go too deep on this. The Ringer, Danny Heifetz from the Ringer writes in, but at the end of the day, it's just some of these deep stats start to show some of the decline that Aaron Rodgers has seen.
But when you get into some of these deep stats, then I wonder myself, how convoluted are they really? Like
I feel like the one thing that they touch on, and we don't have to dwell on this forever, but the adjusted completion percentage is one
sure.
that I like, where
They
that's
get rid of
where
throwaways and they get rid of like tip balls and picks and whatever else.
yeah, exactly, like
Yeah.
what where they're just looking at adjusted completion percentage. You look at those middle years, 2011, 2012, 2013. He's number one, number two in the league. You start
Mhm.
looking in the last handful of years. This year tied 21st. Last year, sorry, when I say this year, I mean 2019, 2018. He's 26th.
Yeah. Well,
2017, he was sixth.
don't forget he
16.
was injured some of those years too.
It's I mean it's
2016 and 2018 he was injured.
but these are completion percentage. So the total number of throws is not
I don't care. I don't care.
necessarily
I don't care. Don't care.
anyway.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. It hurts
I
my
don't want
heart.
to talk about it anymore. That's what's
Bye.
new and
Bye.
back by.
Bye.